days. Holy shit. So, tonight we watched the latest episode of Supernatural called Despair, which seemed to show the death of Cass. And so here we are, rewatching the first appearance of Cass.
Lazarus Rising.
Lazarus Rising.
Great title, by the way.
Oh, fantastic. Man, the writers in the earlier seasons, I loved everything they did, you know.
Lazarus Rising.
So
Jesus rose Lazarus from the dead as a precursor to his own rising from the dead. Cass rose Dean from hell.
and sacrificed himself for humanity. Ah! This is why you rewatch episodes.
Oh!
Oh, man. Oh, man. This is going to put way more theories into my head that I am not willing to entertain because I've had too much alcohol.
Same. So let's get to the meat of it.
All right.
So
You know what we're going to jump into first.
Dean comes back and he notices a hand mark on his shoulder.
What pulled him out of hell? Because the episode starts, Dean had gone to hell, and he's been pulled out. He is resurrected, has to punch his way out of his coffin, and finds his gravesite, which has been, like, nuclear blasted. Comes back to life, has a big, red, burned handprint on his right shoulder.
Because in the mirror image it was the left, but...
Okay, on his shoulder.
In the most recent episode, Despair, Cass had cut his hand to put an angel warding on the door to prevent Billy from coming through.
Mm-hmm.
And he put that hand on Dean's shoulder.
He pushed him or something like that.
And Dean had that mark on his right shoulder. The same shoulder that he had when he first encountered Cass.
It has been 11 years between those two episodes. And
so beautiful.
the first and last time that Cass touched Dean left a red handprint on the same shoulder.
So beautiful.
Oh
like,
my
I just,
gosh.
Like, the English major in me is... or like Isaac, the butt bounce.
Butt bounce. Yes. If we hadn't watched both episodes in the same night, I don't even know if we would have gotten
No way in hell. Huh.
it. So amazing. I take back everything I've said about the season 5 writers.
Well, season 5 was some of the best stuff. I mean,
I meant 15. I'm sorry.
Oh,
I meant 15.
Okay.
They're doing everything they can to bring everything full circle. And oh my gosh, the bloody handprint that was left on Dean when Cass pushed him down was so brief. It was just a glimpse. But they knew exactly what they were doing. It's gorgeous!
Yeah.
And everything we said in the last assessment about Cass with kind of a Jesus allegory thing going on.
With the Lazarus thing.
The episode is called Lazarus Rising, and Dean was risen by Castiel.
Again,
I don't know.
putting aside our own
theology,
like, Cass is going to be the Jesus allegory, right?
Right.
He has to be.
And again, doing my best not to jump to conclusions.
But he embraced his love for humanity and was taken by the empty, which, for our theology, the empty is Lucifer.
Right, continue talking.
But isn't that what Lucifer is?
How
I
many?
think we just came to the same conclusion, but...
How many episodes are left?
2 or 3?
3 days. After he dies for humanity, could he be gone for 3 days? Come back on the 3rd day? Are they gonna do that? Are you guys doing this?
Well, let me do a thing.
Well, episodes might not matter either. Episode numbers, it could just happen over 3 days, regardless of number of episodes. Just want to throw that out there. I'm watching you, supernatural writers. And her phone dies. It's okay, it'll be charged back up in 3 days. Sorry. I'm sorry for that.
That is interesting.
Yeah. If there are 3 episodes left, or really 2, Jesus died on Friday, rose on Sunday.
Yeah.
They could do it either way.
And I can't even remember now what I thought, where I thought we were going with that.
No, because we just hit a holy good heavens moment. Man. But we were talking about the bloody handprint and that allegory, because we had drawn the same conclusion in the last video. And it's called Lazarus Rising. So they kind of brought it all full circle. It was very beautiful. And I have to move past that now, because that was a moment. But let's get to the rest of the video.
So they go... where do we even pick up now?
Okay, so Dean is risen, goes to a gas station, all the glass gets blown out, and there's nobody there. He's like, okay. Hotwires the car and dips out. Calls Bobby. He calls Sam, can't get an answer. Phone's disconnected. Calls Bobby. Who is this? It's me. Who's me? Dean. Click. Calls back again.
Call me again, you're dead.
Call me again, you're dead.
Well, yeah.
Been there. So he shows up at Bobby's doorstep, and Bobby does all of the typical demon
Hunter.
tests. Yeah, the hunter thing on Dean. He passes all the tests, essentially. And he's human. And the two of them collectively freak out. Track down Sam, who's shacked up with some harlot, who turns out to be the actor's wife.
Not at the time, but...
Not at the time, but they got there.
Also ends up being Ruby.
Ruby, yeah. So, Sam goes through the same process. Silver Blade and all the stuff. And he's like, no. Bobby's like, no, I already did it. It's him. They have a nice moment where they reconnect. What the hell happened? I don't know.
Where did the pizza go?
Where did the pizza go? That is the crux of the matter. They had... Sam and Ruby had a... Ruby. He couldn't remember her name either. Had apparently ordered a pizza. And to our knowledge, it never showed up. So hopefully they come back to that at the end of the series.
Because he's with Eileen now.
Yes, you're right. That's why.
I want pizza.
I want pizza now. Right. Where do we go? So, Bobby calls up his psychic friend, Pam, to try to figure out what's going on, what brought Dean back. When did the diner happen?
Before that.
It did. Okay, so they went to a diner, and they got some food. And then it turned out... And some demons. They ordered up burgers and demons, and they got an extra side of demons, and it turned out everybody in the whole place was demons.
And they're like, yeah, we have no idea.
Yeah. Like,
it wasn't us.
I don't know, we didn't bring you back, but we can drag you back down. And Dean calls her bluff. And it's like, no. Whatever brought me back is way above your pay grade. And just to sell the point, he slaps the hell out of some demon.
A chick demon.
Who has nothing in response. And it's just a beautiful, badass Dean scene. Because he's just like, can't touch me. Whatever brought me back is way more powerful than you. And you don't know what's going on, so peace out. And he tosses a $10 bill at her in defiance. So they go to see Pam. And she's like, hey, and hits on them and decides to do a seance to try to determine who brought them back. And I can't remember if it was at the diner or at this point that they determined that the name is Castiel.
No, they did the seance, and then at the diner they were like, it was Castiel, whoever that is.
Okay. Regardless. At the seance, Pam says, Castiel, put aside your warnings. Show yourself. And then apparently he does, and her eyes burn out of her sockets. And that's a problem. But she survives. It's okay.
You can't do that to Castiel.
Not a good idea.
Oh.
So they go back to their hotel. And they're trying to do some research. Sam sneaks off, goes back to the diner, finds more people with their eyes burned out, and then meets up with... Ruby. And in their dialogue, it's revealed that Sam is still doing his demon thing and still exercising people with his powers, which he's not supposed to be doing. He told Dean he wasn't doing, but he's doing it. And Ruby's kind of like, are you going to tell him, or what are you going to do? Whatever. Not a big deal.
I mean, knowing what we know now.
Yeah, exactly. So, Dean and Bobby decide they want to confront this thing. They have a name now. So they set up a bunker with all of the wardings they know how to do. Again, it ties in well. And Dean has Bobby do a summoning to summon Castiel. Whole place shakes, and the doors blow open, and boom, there's a man in trench coat. The guy himself.
Love it.
Back in his badass glory. He walks in, they hit him with shotguns and stab him and do whatever they can, and he's just like, nope, none of this is happening.
I'm an angel of the Lord.
I'm an angel of the Lord. He didn't have his angel voice yet.
I'm an angel of the Lord.
I'm an
Dean.
angel of the Lord. Dean. Sam. Yeah. So he basically just tells Dean, this is something you haven't seen yet. I brought you out. We have a reason. We have a purpose for you. Did it end there?
Very much, yeah.
Okay. But the handprint and the allegory that we're kind of toying with right now.
Lazarus and...
I mean...
Because Jesus was the one that raised Lazarus.
In side note, one of the most beautifully human moments
Yeah.
of Jesus' narrative.
And he was sad.
He was sad that Lazarus, his friend, had died. And it didn't seem to be a teaching moment other than to show what power he wielded or who he was, but also because he wanted his friend back.
No, because in heaven you are reunited.
Right.
But all within the context of God. Because Lazarus was Mary and Martha's brother.
Okay.
Holy shit.
What?
Could Donna and Jody be the Mary and Martha? It's a stretch.
It's a stretch. It's possible. Conversation for another time, probably. Okay. But
yeah, the name of the episode juxtaposed with what we just saw.
yeah.
With Cass's exit.
Be real interested to see what happens in the last 2 episodes.
Or 3. Oh no. Oh no.
Yeah. Alright. Well, that's interesting. Can't wait for the end of the series. I mean,
I know.
yeah.
Closure.
Exactly. You good?